You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of nerds. Nerds!
Vanessa is gone and Fisk is unhinged. Welcome to the Nerds Podcast. Puba and Pete here, talking about episode 6, Requiem. With only 2 more episodes left for this Daredevil season, it has been fantastic. Pete, let's get into this. The doctor came through, but I was like, don't do it. Don't speak to him. Don't get close. Leave that man alone. Pete, were you thinking the same thing?
Yeah, but then I mean, I think it was too easy to say, yeah, he's gonna kill him because look, he crushed the police commissioner's head in the last season. So I'm not surprised that he did anything. But when he kind of hugged him, the way he kind of positioned his arms, I was like, yeah, he's cooked. He's dead.
The doctor definitely felt his rage, man. And again, nice speech, bro, but it did nothing for you. Nothing for you in that moment. It was a beautiful funeral for Vanessa. I think they did a really good job when Fisk kind of dropped that red rose. Pete took me back to the Daredevil movie where he left a rose for Matt's father. You remember that scene?
Well, when you mean when the Kingpin did it?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's known for his red roses in a sense, right? And I mean, I've seen it before in the comic book as well. I can't recall every single time that I've seen it, but it's such a Kingpin move to drop the red rose and kind of walk away. But, Bullseye is being taken care by White Tiger's family. Like, this is all crazy. I guess it wasn't the nurse that we thought it was going to be. So hopefully we get her in there. Pete, I do have a question to ask you. This Mr. Charles guy, right? I'm still confused, right? And I know that Fisk took the weapons for his kind of warmongering of New York City, right? For the AVTF. But I'm not impressed with this character anymore. I don't know what his role is, of course, what he plays. Are you just as confused as I am about Mr. Charles?
I've been confused. I've been confused since I think it was like the second episode, but I have a feeling they're building it up and they'll unveil it, like maybe if not next week, definitely in the finale. But yeah, I've been confused since they showed him because then it was a couple of episodes that he didn't show up and he's showing up very sporadically. Still don't understand what his role is, but I guess we will find out. He had it was the governor that he had a little dialogue with this time. So didn't really understand. I still don't understand, but I understand that they'll do what they have to as far as explaining his role in this whole thing. I don't think this is better written than the first series, the first season of Born Again. So I'm assuming they've done well so far. So I'm waiting for them to tell us what his real purpose is here.
Yeah, him, Val, DeFontaine, the whole new Avengers thing. I'm hoping they kind of come full circle with this because it's a plot that I hope they tie in the end. But Pete, we got to talk about it. Jessica Jones finally is back in the MCU. And she's reintroduced with her daughter. And Pete, I know you know this. Danielle is the daughter's name, but that's also Luke Cage's daughter as well. What did you think about that reintroduction to Jessica Jones?
Wasn't expecting that, but I'm sure this is like the diving board to get Luke Cage in. This is how they're gonna pull Luke Cage in. That's his daughter, and they started a family since they've been off camera. So I mean, obviously they were doing their thing with each other. So they made a baby, and this is how they're living now. It's better than the way Jessica was living before. No lock on her door, cardboard over the glass where it said private investigator, drunk every day. So it's a better way for her to live, but can't wait because obviously we spoke about this before. They're shooting season 3 of Born Again as we speak. And Luke Cage is in there and Iron Fist is in there. He had leaked some things and it was immediately taken down on his Instagram, and I'm sure he got in trouble for that. But we'll see. We do know that they will be making another appearance. They will be making a comeback as well as Jessica Jones just did. So can't wait for that. It's a good. I'm glad that they were able to do that because I think they they earned their stripes playing those roles for Netflix, and I think it was only right to bring them back.
Did you know it was Jessica Jones as soon as she said, "Hold on, sweetie"? She was talking to her daughter.
No, I didn't know.
It's until the body started flying around, I guess, is when you figured it out.
No, I didn't. I figured it out when she came back in the house because I didn't know. I didn't hear her. It was so quick what she said. I didn't hear her. So then I figured it out when she came back in the house. Okay, I'm worried about the little girl playing with the flashbang. I'm like, okay, like,
she said, "No, honey, don't play with that." I loved it. I love seeing Kristen Ritter reprise her role. She really is Jessica Jones. Like she just don't put anybody like D'Onofrio, like Charlie Cox, like Berthol. Just a great cast for Jessica Jones. Pete, I know you agree with me on that.
Well, I don't know. I don't put it in the same. And this is nothing. Not a shot at her. I don't put her in that same category because I don't know what she was. Is she like this in the comics?
Yeah.
Is she like this in the comics? I don't
she was
think
sloppy in the comic book at first, yes.
Okay, well, I've never seen her in the comics, so I can't really, for me personally, I can't put her in those, in D'Onofrio and Bernthal, because those to me are like the home run castings. If she's the same way in the comics as she is now, then of course, but I don't know her from the comics like that.
My favorite Jessica Jones story is the inside of Civil War when Luke Cage sided with Cap and she decided to protect her and the baby and be at the Avengers Tower to register. But that's a different story. That's my favorite Jessica Jones story. But we also have a morality conversation here between Daredevil and Karen, Pete. They seem to be on complete opposite sides of everything when it comes to the death of Bullseye, of course. Pete, is this going to break them up?
Whew, good question. I don't know. It might. It looks like it might. This looks like something that she feels so strongly about that I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Same here. I mean, Matt believes.
Let me put it this way: as far as how popular Bullseye is, how popular and how well he's done in this series, if they kill him off for Karen, it's going to be. I think it's a massive mistake. They need to take Bullseye and run with it. Do not kill him off for in this. I just can't. I'd be disappointed if they did.
There's only one person I want dead on this series, and we might get into it. But anyway, listen, you're right, Pete. Matt believes in grace and mercy. We saw it with Foggy in the last episode. Karen is on some Old Testament crap. You know, eye for an eye. Like, remember Foggy? She even brought up the conversation about the priests in the Netflix series. She brought that up. I mean, it's a lot, and again, she's killed before. When she killed Wesley. So I can't see someone who believes in non-killing and she's just siding with what Punisher is doing. She said it's effective in the previous episodes as well. So
it was
right.
It was different though. When she killed before, she said it was him or me. This one is just for revenge. So it is different.
Okay. We'll see where this lands. Hopefully they don't break up. I like Karen. We know that. I didn't like Matt with Heather, so we'll move along. Sheila's being offered the seat of mayor here. It's kind of crazy. And I know we saw in the Spider-Man trailer, Pete, that it's her that's given the key to the city to Spider-Man. And of course, we know the whole thing with Fisk and the MCU. But do you think Sheila's gonna be the next mayor?
I mean, that trailer may have given that away.
Yeah, right. That's an easy.
Unfortunately, it may have given that away, but we don't know. It could be she could be working for him, still in her same role.
Interim, maybe.
Yeah, or it's again the same role, and she's there on his behalf, giving him whatever it was. That was the key to the city she was giving to him, but
yeah,
we'll we don't know what role it is, but it could.
We have seen the future.
if she is the mayor, that means it's definitely telling us what's going on, what's happening in the series.
It is. It definitely is. But Pete Buck knows that BB is the mole. Gives Daniel a test to kind of check Daniel's loyalty in a sense, I think. Question, Pete. Do you think he has it in him to kill BB?
Well, yeah. Look, he's already. I mean, the test should have been last week when they, chopped somebody up and buried the pieces when he went with Buck upstate. He's loyal to Kingpin as well. I think he likes her. He's digging her. They almost kissed, but he came to his senses and realized, she may be trying to play the okie doke with me. So I think I think he would, if he really felt that he had to. If he felt that, again, he thought he was about to get killed. So he may. I think he would. I mean, not that it's going to be easy for him, but I think he would do it. Absolutely. If it came down to, again, he feels like he could have gotten killed. So if he feels that they're capable of getting rid of him, if it's between him and her, he'll get rid of her quick. I believe so.
I mean, he did play a young Tony Soprano, so it's in him. It's in him. Pete, we finally get the reuniting of Matt Murdock, Daredevil, and Jessica Jones fighting. Tell me what you thought about that. And I'll say something first, Pete, because I didn't catch it the first time that I watched it, but I did watch it a second time. She said, ever since her pregnancy, her powers are in and out. This is why when she punched Pow, and I didn't get it the first time, it hurt her because it was her powers that kind of went out. I thought his jaw was going to come off like a Viltrumite smacking someone. But now that she's had a kid, her powers are in and out, and it was noticeable that. But what did you think of that scene when they were fighting together? I loved it. You are the biggest fan of team-ups. I know you enjoyed this one.
Great to see that again. Like I've said before here about them introducing characters and them using them. Look, she came through. They introduced the swordsman, someone not an A-lister there, but they used him. They used Jessica Jones. Look, these people are coming back. Luke Cage and Iron Fist. No, it's great. It was great to see. It was great to see her again because I love the way she plays the role. Even though she's not the drunk that she was in the first season of Jessica Jones, which I think is what kind of set the tone for the character in the MCU. But it was great to see that. And that's a little twist that I didn't expect with her powers being, here and there. But awesome scene.
Yeah, she's like Eve at this point, right? So,
I'm thinking the same thing, yeah.
Catch that future episode. We'll talk about it. No, Pete, it was great to see them together. It looked great. I was expecting her to roll her eyes just a little bit more because she does that. She trolls Daredevil all the time with that. But I love seeing them together. It really does me well. But Pete, my favorite character, no, it's my hated character, Heather. Yo, she steals from a dead Vanessa. Like she stole a ring. What is that? That was so weird. And even up to the point where she's getting off, I guess, or just enjoying choking Buck. What did you get out of this crazy bee, and thief? She's a thief. I hate her even more now.
PTSD from the whole Muse thing. That's all this is. She's damaged goods right now because of Muse. You even spoke about it with him as far as got into some detail about what happened with her. So yeah, this is just another aspect of the story of this series that she is suffering from PTSD.
I'm hoping that it's some foretelling for her character. Daniel set up the false information about Fisk not running a second term. I don't think that's going to happen anyway with this, Pete, the way this episode is kind of ending. But she was going to text and say she was going to leak it, but she didn't. Pete, why do you think that was?
Well, she has, she felt guilty. Finally, she felt guilty. And look, he invited her into his home. They hung out with his mom. I mean, maybe she finally saw that, what, this guy, let me not screw him over this way by betraying his trust, because she didn't know. Obviously, she didn't know it was a trick or like a trap to leak false information to only one person to see if it gets out. And she's lucky because that would have definitely, that would have meant the end for her. But I'm glad she didn't, because she saw him as a friend and not just a source within Kingpin's inner circle. But she's lucky that she didn't, because that would have been the end of it.
I thought she went in for the kiss. Did you?
No, she was.
Yeah,
She
she's
was.
digging him now. So I think that when she saw his room as a kid, right? I think it kind of humanized him
Definitely.
versus seeing him as a villain.
Yeah. And of course, listen, they hung out with the mom in his home. Like that, to me, that means a lot. And I think that's what she saw as well.
What's important is that he's a Yankees fan. I don't know if you saw that, but he's a Yankee fan. That's
I
all
did
that
see
matters.
that.
But he finds the SD card. He was not feeling his birthday cake, Pete. And I know I asked the question. This is where the rubber meets the road. He needs to make a decision with BB, right?
Yeah, and you could tell he's kind of on the fence, and it sucks because he sees her as a friend, and also obviously he probably sees her a little bit more than that. But he's torn because he's loyal to Fisk as well. You saw it was his birthday. He wasn't in the mood because of what happened in the hospital with Vanessa, and he knew the Kingpin was hurting as well. So nah, man, it sucks because
someone's getting murked out of those two. One of those two is getting murked.
What? Who?
Either
Daniel. Oh yeah, I believe so. Yep.
So let's go to Red Hook, Pete. Let's talk about this final scene. Their rage within that room is now, of course, spilling into the streets. There's chaos over protests. People are putting on Daredevil masks. And in the morning, Daredevil approaches him, and I love how his shadow came up onto Fisk. But he made him an offer. Let's just both leave New York. That was crazy. And of course, the fight starts out. Pete, what did you think of the rematch? Daredevil versus Kingpin.
That's what we needed to see. That's what we needed to see. And look, Daredevil takes a beating. He takes a beating. I mean, he, as skilled as he is pretty much a regular guy without just the what he has with his senses, his heightened senses. He is a regular guy. He's not Thor. And obviously we've seen the strength of Kingpin, the physical strength of Kingpin. So yeah, he got his ass whooped, but at the end,
listen, I get it. For me, the knee to the face to end the fight was phenomenal. The way he used the Billy Club to get back up when he was fighting Fisk from the floor. We finally break that damn painting, wrap it in the snow. Thank God I'm done with that and every other thought process we have to have in breaking down the psychological portion of that damn painting. But it is done. And then Powell, at one point, when he killed Saunders, he used a Godfather line. I knew it was you, Frito. I'm not sure if you caught that. Yeah. And that was great to see. And of course, he got the permission from Buck. But Powell gets to Karen and doesn't kill her because, Pete, we said this before, he has to bring them in alive.
Yeah.
So he can't kill Karen, of course. And of course, we end with that conversation with Fisk and Daredevil about you're not going to arrest me. You're not going to kill me. Pete, where do you think this all ends up for the season?
Well, Karen, he of course he didn't kill Karen on the spot because, like you said, he wants them alive, and he can also use her as bait, I believe, to get them to come, Bullseye and Daredevil to come to him. So I didn't think he was going to kill Karen. But yeah, he killed the guard. They found out it was him. He found his card and gave him his key card or whatever it was, his access card. So yeah, listen, we're on the home stretch. 2 more episodes to go. There's a lot to tie up. The task force, Powell, I think he's not lasting this season. I don't think. Bullseye's gonna get him.
Ooh, nice prediction. Nice prediction.
Daredevil won't kill, so Bullseye's gonna get him.
If it's not Punisher, and Punisher's going to show up at the end and surprise us all. I'm still on that, Pete. I'm still on that. Well, folks, I hope you're enjoying the series as all of us are. Until next time, continue nerding out.
The worst episode ever.